Well, it's New Year's Eve. I'm about to take this four-wheeler over to my dad's house because the welder and everything is set up over there. I have to take the whole exhaust off of it because on this back side right there, there's a, I can't see it there, but there's just a crack on the head or on the muffler there that I have to weld up to. So that the whole header had to come off. But I've been spraying down all the bolts and stuff with some PB Blaster for a couple days, and as you'd have it, one of the studs for the exhaust broke off. Smooth off. It's been sprayed down. It's got cleaned up a little bit, but now the whole header does have to come off. I got to weld on another nut, heat it up, extract that one out of there, and get new studs for it. So it was going to turn into a nice, easy, simple project, but now it's not. So I leave, spend about 3 hours, got nothing done because I come home with this. I mean, nothing worked right. Couldn't put the snorkel on there because the rack was in the way. Then I couldn't get the rack off because the snorkel was in the way once I tacked it on there. And then, sure enough, trying to extract this one out of here, it broke off into there like 3 different times. I had a nut, welded it on there, it would break off a little bit. Put a nut on there, weld it, break off a little bit. So now, I guess what we got to do, we got to pull the whole head. Pull the head out of it. Pull it right on out. Pull it out. So I got to go get that machined up. I got a really good machine guy. Which it's just a pain in the ass because I didn't want to get into that motor. But I always said that I have this 88 cam sitting up here. And they say it's supposed to give a little bit more power or whatever. I don't know. But I wasn't going to put that in there until I needed a reason to get into this motor. So just so happens I need a reason to get in this motor now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just pull the head off that way. And on top of that too, where I said it was cracked on both sides, it's too thin. It's just too thin. Nothing was working out. So I'm going to end up getting the another exhaust for it. I'll probably get the tractor muffler. But I do want the one with the baffle. The one without the baffle is just annoying with an exhaust snorkel. So if I even go with that one. Okay, so I got everything set up just enough to take off the head here, pull off the snorkel, carburetor. Gotta go over there and do the feed line real quick, and pull off those engine mounts there, and then just take off like the, whatever it is, 10, 12, 10 millimeter bolts. Pull the valve cover off.
Flezzlet.
Okay, so now that you have all the these upper bolts out, there's a few 8 millimeters, a few 10 millimeters. You should just be able to pry up on this a few different spots. They give you a few different little pry points left and right, left side, right side, that you can get on. Don't have to be rough with it. There you go. I really need to pull all these bolts out, but if I can, I try not to, because this is the first time I've actually taken a motor out actually in the wheeler. So there you go, and there's your head. Put all your bolts back kind of where you got them, because you're gonna have to clean up all this stuff anyways, but like all your journals and silicone. Pretty sure that's the first time this head's ever been off. So okay, so next I've already top dead centered it. You just have to look in there, and then there's two lines with the T, and you turn it over by this. I've mentioned all this stuff in another video, so I'm not going to get into it because this isn't going to be a how-to. Next, I got to get the cam off. So just come down here, undo the tensioner, and get that washer loose there for you. Then you get your little small blade screwdriver, flat blade, put it in there, turn it clockwise. It's going to be fighting against you here, and as I'm doing this, my oil is getting all over my fingers, so you just want to kind of turn it clockwise till it catches. Hopefully it does. I tried a few times. There you go. So that caught. Still might let go, but anyways, pop those bolts out. Just pull that on it like that. And like I said, if you undo that flat blade slot in there, this thing will tension out, and that's what keeps that's your automatic tensioner portion of it. So next we are going to undo the cam chain here, and I'll set y'all up different for that. Alright, so now that your timing chain is loose, just back off on these bolts here. Also, now would be a good time not to drop one of those into the motor. You got to come over to this side here and just turn this counterclockwise until your cam goes up there with that bolt being able to get to. Okay, so next when you get the cam out, you want to get these 14mm acorn nuts. Out of here there's 4 of those, and there's 3 Allens in there. So we got to get that out. Okay, so as you saw, I got the head pulled out because that is all that I really need to mess with. Because of that right there. Just broke off, and that drives me crazy when that's broke off in there and people try to ghetto rig that. So I'm going to go have it probably completely re-welded in there and re-drilled and tapped. So here is the difference between, this is the 88 cam. The only thing I can tell is like the lobe cuts off a little bit more from the cam that's in there. That's the only difference between like the what is it, the 90 plus and then the 88 style cam. I mean, I don't have any specs on it, but anyways, that's not important. But I will be throwing in the 88 cam because supposedly it gives more power. The head, I mean, the thing, here's my problem. The thing runs great. There was not a problem with it. I'm only doing this because of that stupid stud. So do I want to go ahead and like re-hone the cylinder or even mess with that at all? I mean, the thing looks a little bit glazed over, but I mean, why mess with it? The thing doesn't smoke a bit. The motor is the best sounding motor that I've had on a 300. That's why I hate going into this one. So do I rehone that one? I'm not going to do a 317. I'm not going to do my high compression piston yet because there's just not need to. But do I want to go ahead and freshen it up or just fix my problem and put it back? I will be ordering a whole top end gasket set for that, so I could like go ahead and clean up the head here while I got it off, put new valve seals in it. You know, it was simple things like that, relap the valves. But I just don't know, because if I don't need to go into this because it's not broke, so you can't fix what's not broke. But you can freshen it up, so that's kind of where I'm gonna get with you guys at. So I'm gonna do this cam, same piston, same everything. I'm not even gonna put new rings in it. But then again, should I? That's where I'm at. So yeah, all because of this stupid thing, all because of a little exhaust snorkel, which was gonna be easy. Still don't have it. So then turned into this crap. But yeah. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good New Year's Eve. Good New Year's. I'm gonna go spend it with my family.